Good morning, it's David's Growing Plants, the NHS. Live feed on Sunday the 8th of February. As you can see, I'm back in the greenhouse. I was just finishing off a little container, special order for someone at the weekend. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Betsy. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Claire. Two Claires online, and look what we've got today. We've got buttered scone. It's my breakfast, actually. So I see you sit there thinking, well, what's he going to do today? Don't really know. I did promise seeds, no. Well, I better get on, David. Just quickly, I'm going to finish this container. I did a similar one last week. It's a nice recycled plastic roll. I'm putting tete-a-tetes in. Look, they're almost in flower. Good morning, Alison. Good morning, Mal. Get back a mess. So that's going in there. I've got in the centre of this one, I've got a lovely paper white indoor narcissus. And we're putting in here, these are botanical mix crocus. You see, look, there's a yellow flower already coming on that one. Morning, Sally. Let's put these in. One. We'll put the labels so people know what they are. And so this is for a special order that was sent through to me on Messenger last night for a lady who wants a pot for a special gift at the weekend. I'm just filling this up, getting these balls in, getting the compost on top. And a quick lining with moss. We're almost there. The weather is much better today, much better. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Valerie. I hope I don't miss your names. The names scroll up really quick, but there you go. Thank you all for joining and seeing what I'm doing. As I say, this is very similar to what I was doing last week, but I just want to get this one done. And I'll probably take it into the house over the next few days. And where's my brush gone? Try and get it to come on a bit. Just get the compost off the top there. It's looking good. Just that's what we're talking. I was just going to show you this. These are those hens and chicks. Good morning, Georgina. Can't remember the name at the moment, but look how good they are. But then, just to show you, in the greenhouse you do get the occasional failure. So there's one that's gone really mouldy and damp over the winter, and unfortunately that's a loss. But there you go, that's gardening for you. Some you win, some you lose. You've just got to keep trying. The other thing about those plants to say is, if you do see any damp coming, there's one here. I saw this earlier. Can you see all those leaves just inside there, sort of going damp? Well, they need to be snipped off. I can do it with my super duper thumbnails. Just take those leaves off, because otherwise, if you leave the mouldy leaf on there, it will start spreading to the rest of the plant. Just pull them off at the base. I'm hoping I caught that in time. The stem doesn't look brilliant on that one. You see, just with these, you do take the dead leaves off at the base anyway. But at this time of the year, it's a very big tendency for plants to go mouldy in the greenhouse with the damp conditions. We've certainly had a lot of. There you go. That looks a lot better. We've certainly had a lot of damp conditions this week, haven't we? Crumbs! It was so wet. Right, so now I've got that box done, the pot done there. What I just need to do is get some of my sister's super moss that happens to be to hand, and just line the pot. I'm hoping that the lady who ordered this is watching. I did tell her it would be on this morning. Just get this in here. I want to get on. I did promise today we'd do a few seed sowing. I think this morning, for the first time, it seems like weeks, for the first time that I could see the sunrise, and even see blue sky. Unbelievable really, after the weather we've had recently. But there you go, that's the seasons for you. Just a little bit more on this side. This is lovely moss, Sally. I keep telling you it's off Sally's wall at the house. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Next time you come, Sally. Yep. That's looking really good. The daffodils are in bud. Narcissus, tete-a-tetes. Where's my brush gone? Where did I put it? Over there. When I get my new potting shed, I will probably be a lot better organised. Talking of the potting shed, if you missed it, there it is. Last week I told you about it. I don't have a delivery date yet, so they say they're waiting for some parts. I don't know what that means. I think they probably just had a lot of orders. There you go. And then I just need to give it a quick spray without knocking my coffee over. Get the compost off the leaves. Just put it in a bit. There you go. That's looking good. And then what we do need, where did David put them? Down here? Which ones are we going to use? Well, these will do. Just get a couple of butterflies in there. There's a nice bright, there's a greeny yellow one there. Just slide that in at an angle. And we'll have that red one. There we go, I've got two butterflies in. And there you have it, a lovely indoor spring arrangement. I hope my customer will be pleased with that for the weekend. I'm going to put this in our home to bring on this week in the warm. Hopefully it'll be nearly in flower then. I'm going to put that up there, out the way. Right, hopefully that don't fall down. Where's that scone? Scone. Is it a scone or is it a scone? What do you say? Of course you can't tell me because you're... Morning Paul, good morning Anita. And one thing I can quickly show you is raw beans. These are Bunyard's Exhibition. And I've just realised I put these on here I only got these yesterday. Put them on this top this morning. It's soaking wet. But there you go. That means I've got to get them in. I'll just undo the packet. Right, what I'm going to do for ease, I'm just going to... This packet's got really, really wet. Just get an empty seed tray and just take them out. Make sure they're all out. Right, what I do with these is I put them in. There's a broad bean seed, nice, and well, it's looking at my face. Right, there you go. You can see it's a little. That's where that piece there is where the roots grow and the shoots come at the top. There's a lot of debate about which way up you should sow. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Trust me. What you do, and I'm going to do it with recycled compost. I've got a bucket full down here. I'm not going to use the brand new stuff for this job. And I'll just get a tray of 6 compartments. I've got 2 trays here. Gosh. Why isn't anything easy in life? I can't even get the trays apart. There are 2 trays here. There we go. 2 trays. So what I do with these is I just literally fill the tray with compost right to the top. Like so. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill these 2 trays and get this bucket out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Put that tray in for now. So this is recycled from plants that haven't sold on the store. Nothing wrong with the compost, and it's certainly plenty good enough, more than good enough for a run of broad beans. I could be using the soil in the garden, to be honest with you, but there you go. This is a bit lighter. Right, ooh, let's get this out of the way. Right, so we've got 2 trays. Just put them on here. I'm hoping you can see this. Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can. The job, Claire, rhymes with stone. Okay, so it's a scone. Scone. It's a scone, not a scone. Scone with rhymes with stone. Okay, good idea. I think you're right, Claire. Anyway, broad beans. What I do is I put 2 in a pot, diagonally positioned, and I just push them into the pot like this. Right. You can see that a packet of seed doesn't go far. What I'm going to do next week is I'm going to try and get to my garden supplier and see if they've got some loose packets of these seeds, so I can sort of loose containers, then you just fill a bag and you buy them by weight. So I've done that, and then with my super duper fingers I just push them in. Probably use these thumbs, push them in like that below the surface. So we've got 12 in each. Just knock the tray, get the compost so it's covered with the seed. Bit of a watering. To be honest with you, these don't need much water because the compost is really damp. Now these don't need to be in the greenhouse. I could put these in my cold frame. You're not going to say next, don't you? I need to get, oh, I need some, what am I doing? Trying to put glasses on top of glasses. That was a good one. Right, here you go. Lollipop sticks. I need some more. These have come in packs of 50 from my supplier online. Oh, there's a good, that's a bit of a mess, David. I ain't got my pen. Well, there you go. What a disaster. I haven't got my pen. It's in the house. I know where it is. But I haven't got my pen, so I can't do the labels. But I know that these are broad beans anyway. So they'll be labelled up a bit later. And they'll be put in my cold frame. I don't need to do anything else with them. I do need to do something with them now. I need to move them out the way, don't I? Let's put them up there for now. Gosh, it's all go. This is what it's like. This is what we do. What else? Seeds. Maybe don't talk with your mouth full. I received a Gardener's World this weekend. Mine came in the post yesterday. It says inside here is a free packet of red midget seeds. I'm just going to undo them now. I had to look at it on the internet. Not heard of the plant really before, not grown it. There you go. Current edition of Gardener's World. Just come up with a message on the phone saying it's slow connection. I hope you're still receiving me loud and clear. But we can't help the internet. It's just one of those things, isn't it? There you go. So that's Gardener's World, and this is the packet of seed. Red midget. I read that they're also called Mexican hat. Yeah, I know, Claire. It's all about the planning, isn't it? You're quite right. I know. I can't believe that. Oh, wait a minute. What about if? Oh no, it's not one in there. No, let's do my head in. I don't know. Anyway, so these are red midget seeds, and it says to sow any time from September to April. It's a perennial, short-lived perennial, flowers all year. Well, flowers really from July to September. Sow seed at a depth of 2 mm in a tray, good quality compost, gently firm down. Place in a heated propagator and pot on, etc., just as I do with everything else. So what we'll do is we'll have a go with these. These are a new one. So I'm just knocking, what I'm doing there is just knocking the seed down the packet. What I normally do is take a photo of the packet and put them on my page so you can read a bit more about it. I'll try and cut it carefully. Anyway, so what am I doing? Stop waffling on, David. We need a seed tray, which is going to be one of these small green type. Put some multi-purpose compost in there. I would say sort of 3/4 full, to be honest. And then it needs firming down with a piece of wood, like so. Right, there you go. I've got my seed tray like that. Right, let's have a look at these seeds. I'm not familiar with the seed, so this is going to be as new to me as it is you. Unless, of course, you grow these every year yourself. Probably somebody does, I don't know. So I'll just cut this off neatly at the bottom. I should have taken a picture of the seed packet before I did this, but I was trying my best to do that, and I haven't gone far enough. Just need to go a bit further. I can feel that these seeds, because they're perennial, so they're a bit of a more hardier type seed, they're not in a sealed foil container, they're just inside this packet, which is, oh, crumbs are so small. I want to try and move some. You're not going to be able to see this, can you? I'm trying to see, yeah, I think you can see the seeds in there. They're so fine. If I just put my finger in there, what I'm trying to do is, so it's not working very well. Yeah, this seed on the end of my finger there. Anyway, it's so small. Right. Okay, so next trick then. I know what the seeds are like now. Very, very small. with this piece of wood, using the edge of the wood, you probably remember seen this before a couple of years ago. I'm going to put 3 grooves in the compost. I don't know whether you can see that. It reminds me of the field and furrow, you know, the fields how they used to be years ago when they used to plough them. In the same way, I'm doing that. And what I do then is I put the seeds in those channels. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this. Oh, it's still on there. Yeah, it's still on there. Right, so to get this seed in here, just got to very, very carefully shake the packet. I'm going to go quiet here because I've got to concentrate. Just knock the packet and the seeds come down. Gosh, there's a lot in here. Right, I'm going to fold that over now and keep that packet like that, because there are so many seeds. I'm just trying to look on the packet to see if it says what the average contents of the packet is, and I can't see anything. Oh yes, I can. 250. Right, 250. Basically, let's see if I can show you that. Can you see the seeds in the grooves? I think you can. The reason I do that is when the seeds come up, they come up in rows so you can see clearly where they are, and it just helps you when you prick out. Pricking out is the process called when you take the seedlings out and pot them on. What Dave is looking for is his sieve. I think it's over there. There it is. For those that don't know, this is my super former cutlery tray out of an old dishwasher. Basically, I just put some compost. Look, he's doing it without his gloves on. Incredible. Right. I just put some compost in there. Then I just shake it over the seed tray. These need a good covering. If you're doing this yourself at home, just check with the seed packet, because some seeds need the daylight to germinate. So some seeds you don't cover. A good example of that is busy lizzies, begonias. You don't cover them. And then once you've done that, you need to push it down. Firm it down, and then give it a nice spray. Not too much, that'll do. This is really bugging me, isn't it? Not having a pen. This is so bad. What have I done? Anyway, they need to be labelled up for this pack of seeds. That's the red midget sown, and they go in the propagating frame, heated propagator, and we'll see what they're like next week. They should be up by then. I ought to really get a pen, but I can't leave you when I'm online like this, can I? This is the problem. This is really bad, isn't it, Claire? Oh dear. Oh dear. I do have a pencil. I could use a pencil, can I? I'll just use the pencil. So what are these then? These are red, we'll call them red midget. Red midget. And it's the 8th of the 2nd. That'll go in there. Right. I had to do that because I obviously can't tell what's in there once the seeds are in. Right, that will sort that out. So let's do a few more then. We've got, how much time have we got? 5 minutes. These are Cleomes. When it was the Queen's Jubilee, we had a lot of these because they're an interesting flower, and I think a lot of people like them. But these are a mixed variety, so I did have white and pink, but these are a mixture. So you're not going to know. The only problem with this is you're not going to know what colour you get unless you buy them when they're in flower. They grow quite tall. They have sort of spider type plant. This has got a stick-on label. I can take this off the packet seed, and I can use that in the container. Bless you, David. Yeah. Thank you, Claire. See, it's not right, you know. Not having a pen here is not right. There you go. Right. So these are in a sealed foil packet. We've got a label as well. What we do need is quickly get some compost. Again, just this multi-story compost. That's a good one. Multi-purpose compost. These I'm going to fill the tray almost. Push the compost down firmly. Again, we'll try and get 4 furrows across this one. There you go. I'll do the seed packet. Pair of scissors at the top here. There you go. You can see when you're doing this, it's really important to label things up and not get things mixed up, because once the seeds are sown you can't tell what's what. Right, yeah, I remember these. Now these are a round seed, but very small. I've just put a couple on my hand. Look, there you go. There's quite a few on there. Very small. I mean, they're only just over 1 millimetre in diameter. And I just sow these down the channels again in my compost. See if I can hold this up for you a bit more so you can see it. Right, I'll just tap them out. Do you know, I love doing this. I really love gardening. I really love sowing seeds like this and getting the pleasure of growing on the plants. But you do need a lot of patience. You have to sometimes accept you may get failures. Now I could, I don't know why that was making a noise. Oh, that's Sally telling time up. Oh, okay, thank you, Sally. I could put more in, but I won't. So there you can see the seeds. This has got probably as many again in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back in this packet. These are all latest seeds. So by 250 seeds again, it says. So there's no point sowing the whole packet because it'll be difficult to prick out. So just get some more compost, put that in the sieve, sprinkle it over the tray like that. Press it down with the wood, clamp it down. Don't need to write a label because we've got one with a seed packet. Put that inside the tray. Give it a quick spray. That will go in the heated propagator, and we'll see what they're like next week. I hope you've all enjoyed that. I reached the end of my time, and good morning, Lindy. Hope you're well. I'm just about to say cheerio, but you'll all be able to watch it online. I should save this, and it will be online for 30 days. And if you're sowing your own seeds, good luck. You can have them inside on the kitchen windowsill when they're warm. They will do just as well as in the heated propagator. But if you do that, make sure you keep turning the tray around, because plants all grow to the light. That's why we have greenhouses with the light above, so you get the light coming in from all angles. Anyway, enough of that. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I will end the call. It's just just a slow connection. There you go. Hello, Sharon. I hope you're well. You'll have to watch it on the catch up. See you all, because we do have catch up, just like the TV, you know. I'm not ITVX or Netflix, but I'm better than that because it's on my page. Bye. Happy Sunday. Bye.